How to make After Effects render faster. Well, that's what I'm going to show you guys in this pretty quick and easy step-by-step tutorial. So if this video helps you out, please do let me know in the comments, but let's get started right away. So I'm actually going to show you guys a couple of different tips in order to make sure that your render goes faster. There's one actually that is very, very helpful that you can instantly see a big increase in your render speed, and the others might be a little bit subtle, but it's just good to know. So the very first thing is that you want to make sure that you have pre-rendered like as much of your video as possible. Now, what do I mean with pre-render? Well, that is this green line or green bar. If my whole video is pre-rendered, so my whole video is set with that green bar, and that means that my video is pre-rendered, and when I render my actual video, like actually inside of the render queue, it will go way faster. Now there's also a difference in pre-rendering because you have different qualities. So now I'm pre-rendering my video in quarter because I've set it to quarter, and the higher I put this, for example in full, the slower my pre-render here takes, but the faster my actual render takes. So if I, for example, pre-render this green bar in quarter and then render it, like the pre-rendering might take, for example, 2 minutes, but the actual render takes 6 minutes, for example. But when I pre-render it in full, the pre-rendering might take 4 minutes, but then the actual render takes only 1 minute. Then something which you can also do is dedicate more RAM to your After Effects. So what that means is basically your After Effects has more gigabyte of RAM, so it can run faster, and your PC will focus more on After Effects rather than other applications. So it will render way faster as well. So in order to do that, you want to go to Edit, then go to Preferences, then to General. Wait for this to open up and then go to Memory and Performance. Now, I over here have my installed RAM. It's 32 gigabytes. And then this is the RAM reserved for other applications. And this is RAM available for After Effects. So you want to find a good in-between, basically. Because when you have, for example, 1 gigabyte available for After Effects, obviously After Effects will be very slow and laggy. But when you have a lot of RAM available for After Effects, the other applications on your PC only have this amount, which means that if you have other applications open, then your PC can also become very slow. So you want to find a good in-between where you have a good amount of RAM for After Effects, but also a good amount of RAM left for other applications and just your PC in general, because, you know, your PC in general uses RAM as well, not only After Effects, of course. Now, the best tip that I can actually give you actually makes a significant improvement in rendering. So I'll just render this out real quick. I'll just add to the render queue. Make sure to set to output 2. And then I'll just hit render. Now, currently, it's actually going pretty fast, actually. But in order to make it way faster, is something pretty cool. If you press caps lock on your keyboard, it will actually lock or freeze the preview screen over here. So normally while rendering, it would show the live preview of every single frame that you're currently rendering. Now, if you press caps lock, it will freeze this, so it will focus more on the actual rendering, and it will actually go way, way, way faster. Now, it's currently actually not going all that fast, but it's also because I'm recording my screen. That takes also a lot from my PC. It actually starts to lag a little bit, but this will actually increase it significantly. Especially, I noticed that when I, for example, render out edits with lots of different effects and lots of stuff going on, this will significantly improve that as well. Now, the very last resort tip that I can actually give you, this I really hate it and I do not recommend it, but sometimes you just have to, and that is rendering your video in half. Now, I don't mean half in this quality over here, you know, these, But I mean over here, when you click on best settings, and then here you see the resolution, and you can set this, for example, to half. As you can see, this will have the resolution. So instead of 920 by 1080, it will turn into 960 by 540. I absolutely hate this because, you know, it obviously makes the quality worse. But if your video just, for example, takes 3 hours to render, you might just have to. And then if you press render and caps lock at the same time, this will start to go way faster, as you can see. So yeah, that's how to make After Effects render faster. I hope this video helped you out. Let me know in the comments if it did, and then I will see you next time.